I felt for you. Oh, I regret for losing the one who loved me, for who I can't go back to.
Welcome back to my channel. So as usual, I'm coming up with a new video for you guys in this video. So this is a very pinky, very Valentine-y, very romantic look, so hope you guys will like it. If you want to see how to create this look, so carry on watching this video, and I shall see you guys next time. And before you leave, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and if you like this video, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. And I'm saying and a lot. But you know me, I like repeating myself. So I shall see you guys next time. Love you all. Bye. Hey my lovelies, so we're going to begin with a bit of a glow for this look. So I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Wonder Glow. This is kind of like having a L'Oreal illuminating primer, so it gives you the same effect. It's super good because it makes your skin glow like immediately. If you apply on just your high point of your face, if you don't want to apply it all over, you can just apply it on high points of your face, so when you apply your highlighter there'll be extra pop. And for the primer, we are using Becca Cosmetics Backlight filter primer. I absolutely love this primer. This is one of my favorites, apart from the Too Faced Hangover primer, but I love this one. And I'm just going to moisturize my lips, and for this I'm using my OK Korean beauty brand's lip balm. Oh sorry, yeah, I've got a bit of a cold. And as always, you guys must be noticing I'm using this product in every single video because I'm absolutely loving this. This is the Farsali Blur Primer. And I'm doing a bit of a color correcting, and for that I'm using Sephora's medium color correcting palette. This is Sephora's own palette. So for foundation, I used MAC Face and Body mixed with a bit of a Dermacol full coverage foundation. My actual shade of my Dermacol foundation has finished. The only one I had was light. I don't know why I decided to use it. It was okay, but if I would have the exact my skin shade, it would have been like perfect. But still, we worked with what we had. And those two foundations together went really well. It was my first time mixing those two together, but they went really well. And I'm using my beauty blender to blend my foundation. My face will look a little bit too bright right now, but don't worry, once we did the contour and everything, it will calm down. And for my eye base, as always, I'm using MAC Paint Pot in shade Soft Ochre. This is one of my like ride or die product. I will never use anything else. I've tried many other products, but they don't work for me. And to set everything, I've used my RCMA translucent powder, and for the first bit I'm using Anastasia's soft glam palette, and I'm picking up the shade Tempera from the palette. I'm just applying that all over my eye, on my lid, on my brow bone, everywhere, because this is going to be our main shade apart from the crease. So this is going to be just like covering the rest of the eye. For the crease, I'm using my Huda Beauty Desert Palette. No, wait, is it Desert Palette? Yeah, I think so, it is one. And I'm picking up the Mahogany shade from the palette, and I'm using that to cut my crease. Actually, the shade called is Dusky, yeah, that's the one it is from the palette. And I'm just using an angled eyeliner brush to cut my crease. And what I personally like to do is just where my natural crease is, I like to cut it just above that. So because you will be adding few shades, and when your eyes are closed, you can actually see your cut crease more. It's more defined than actually starting from your actual crease. But it's up to you how you want to do it. If you want to start from your own crease, you can. If you don't want to use it from own crease and do exactly what I'm doing, you can just follow the tutorial. Now I'm just going to pick up the shade Mulberry from the palette, and I'm going to just darken the line and start blending it with a pencil brush. So the idea is go from light to dark to dark to dark to dark. So the dark part is the bottom, so the edge of the crease should be really intense. It should be really like you can see there's been crease. There is a cut crease. If you can't see it, then it won't look like a crease, it will just look like a transition shade. So you have to be very precise with that. For my liner, I'm using my favorite Guerlain's liquid liner, and this is in shade Noir, which is black is black. I don't think so I have found another good liner yet, especially in liquid liners. This is still one of my favorites. If you say pen ones, I really like the Kat Von D Trooper, but I am dying to try the new Benefit Cosmetics. So as soon as I have my hands on that, I'll let you know what I think about it. Now I'm just doing a second layer of my foundation, and I'm just going to make sure everything is blended nicely before I do my contour. And for contour, I'm using my Tartiest contour palette, and this is from Tarte Cosmetics, and I'm picking up the shade contour shade, and I'm just applying it all the areas where I want to be contoured, and I'm using the same shade for the nose contour as well. And I'm using my artist brush to do this, or apply the contour everywhere. I absolutely love this brush because it's so perfect for those small areas where you want the precision to be absolutely perfect. And for highlighter or concealer, I'm using my Josie Maran's full coverage concealer, and this is in shade Sand. And I also, this shade is a little bit yellow for my skin tone, but I like it because I can mix a lighter shade from a different concealer, and it just gives me the exact kind of coverage or highlighting I prefer. And to blend everything in place, I'm using my Morphe Duo Fiber brush. I know this is not a Sigma one for my contour, but I'm trying to give you guys more options. So I'm trying new brushes to see if I like those. This is pretty good as well, not as good as Sigma, but it's pretty close. And to blend all my concealer, I'm going to use my beauty blender. Now a lot of people ask me this question: if I wash my brushes or beauty blenders after every look I do. Most of the time, yes, I do. If not, I'm not 100% all the time with the brushes, but definitely the beauty blenders, because sometimes I just feel like there's some stuff on the beauty blender which I probably don't want to show up on my next look. So that's why I prefer washing them. To set my under eye concealer and the T-zone, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix powder, and this is in shade C3.5. This is absolutely amazing powder to set your under eye area. I never even thought about that until I started seeing Dress Your Face Live or Tamana's videos, and I learned that technique from her, and it's absolutely amazing. To set the contour, I'm picking up the powder contour shade from the Tarte palette, and I'm going to set all the areas where I contoured. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a baking on my cheeks, because I like putting my hand on my face or leaning on my hand, and sometimes what happens is after a couple of hours I feel like some of the makeup has come off, but by doing this technique it actually stays on for longer, and even if I just touch my face, I don't feel it like, oh, I have to go and touch up again. So this is pretty good. And I always like to go back with the a banana shade or just a translucent powder on the bridge of my nose to make sure if the while I was setting my nose contour, if there is any other darker shades gone on the bridge, to just highlight the bridge again. And for that I like to use a more smaller blending brush, so I end up always using one of my eyeshadow brushes. And for my blush, I'm using my Too Faced Love Flush palette. This is an absolutely perfect palette for Valentine's looks because it has corals, pinks, baby pinks, skin shades. It's perfect palette. And for the mascara, I use my L'Oreal's Butterfly Luminous Mascara, and for the lower lash line I'm picking up the shade Angelic from Huda Beauty palette, and I'm applying this all on my lower lash line. This is a very sparkly shade, so I did spray my brush before I put the product on it, so to make sure the sparkle will pop up. For the highlighter, I'm using Ofra Cosmetics highlighter in shade Beverly Hills. I just picked up the trio of white, pink and champagne shade and mixed those together and applied on all the high points of my face. For my waterline, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Cheat Eye Pencil. This is in shade Nude, and I'm just applying that on my waterline. For the inner corner of my eyes, I use Ofra's Cosmetics Beverly Hills white shade, and I've just highlighted my inner corners with those. For lip liner, I'm using MAC Cosmetics lip liner in shade WHIRL, and I'm just applying this. I'm just lining my lips with this, and then I'm just going to fill my lips with the liner first before I go with my lipsticks or gloss or whatever. And for this particular look, I actually could not decide between two shades of lipsticks, so I end up putting both of them. Now you don't have to if you don't want to, but either one of them look good, or any color you will want to be combining with this look, you can. So I went with the Maybelline Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is the exact shade is, I believe, it's not pink, but it's quite baby pink shade. I'm not sure about the exact name right now, but I will put it in the description box below. And to put a little bit of a shine and a gloss, I used Jouer Cosmetics Gloss in shade Rose. It's absolutely stunning shade. It just gives me that perfect sparkle I wanted to complete this look. And as you can see, Bagheera is walking around behind me and I'm just applying this in middle of my lips. To set everything in place, I'm using my NYX Cosmetics makeup setting spray. This is the dewy finish one. It's absolutely amazing drugstore product. I absolutely love it. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them in a comment section below. As always, I'll try to reply to you as soon as possible. And I will also post another Valentine's look before the Valentine, so you have more options. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy yourself, love yourself, pamper yourself, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Love you all and take care. Bye bye.